Hello, new wave of British heavy metal.com here. It's the 6th of February 2021. If I may make the usual request for a favour, please, and that's if you would subscribe to the channel, that would be excellent. I'd appreciate that. And today we'll look at a band called Stingray that were from South Africa and around in the late 1970s, early 1980s. And if you thought rock music in South Africa was Trevor Rabin and that's it, it's time to think again and revise that opinion. Stingray, phenomenal, and this is their first album from 1979 that's just been reissued. They put out one more album and then disappeared, and man, what a shame it is, because this debut is as fine an example of classy melodic style rock with a bit of pomp and a bit of prog chucked in. It's as good, certainly in my opinion, it's as good as anything that the likes of Boston, Journey, Styx, Grand Prix, the marvellous Zon, or even Uriah Heep around that Headfirst, Abominog period were pushing out. This matches anything that any of them ever did. It is a monster album. It really is. We've got 10 songs, every one of them stuffed full of chugging, chopping, driving riffs, some tasty clean solos, thumping rhythm section. The keyboards and synths bring that extra element to it, fill out the sound and make it even more enjoyable. We've got monster crystal clear vocals, soaring melodies, big hooks, infectious arrangements. It's flawless in my opinion. Whilst the songs are generally, hard, heavy, stroke, melodic, pompy rockers, there are a couple, only a couple mind, that do threaten to meander off down that soppy, overy, sugary sweet ballad route. But they don't. They manage to save themselves and bring them back. Great stuff. The opener, for example, Where Do We Go From Here? That's once you've heard it, you're onto a winner. That riff, the keys coming in, the vocals coming in, the melodies, the hooks, it's infectious from start to finish. And it can't get any worse. In fact, it probably just gets a bit better, because next we've got Where Do We Go From? Better the Devil You Know, and that's probably even more catchy and impossibly irresistible. If I remember rightly, it was something of a hit single at the time, but it's still a good chunky rocker with all those choruses and hooks and chuggings along. Irresistible. Love Saver continues. That's in a similar style, more chugging, big, massive chords, hooks, melodies. It's all going on keyboards. It's all there. On and on and on it goes throughout all 10 songs. You just can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong here. There's nothing not to like. There is a bonus track of an alternative version of Better the Devil You Know that I prefer more than the album version, because the keys are in there a little bit more, and it adds a bit of an edgier feel, quirkier, edgier feel to it. I mean, I'd say listen to this album, listen to Stingray's debut album, and while you're listening, just think to yourself, if it's this good, and it is, why weren't Stingray up there with, Boston, Journey, Styx, et al. At the time? Bit of a mystery. So it was just one album after this, Operation Stingray, and then they were gone. And what a shame it is, because this debut, it's as good an example of classic melodic stroke pompy, bit of proggy rock as you'll find anywhere. So there, yes. There's a link in the description below, as always, to the album on Amazon if you'd like to check it out. There's also a link back to the post on the website if you'd like to read that. I really would encourage you to at least check out Stingray and see what you think. So that's it for now. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.